All right. See what we get out here tonight. Yeah, let's see what we get out here tonight. I know the game is on Saturday. You know. Gun guy, what up, yo? What's going on, man? Hope you had a good Saturday, bro. Let's see who's gonna come out tonight. If we don't get a bunch of people tonight, that's fine with me. We're gonna wrap this up early. Yeah, I missed the first game. Started watching the second. Happy New Year, Boosted. What up, man? Yeah, started watching the second. I was like, I've been kind of tired all day. Trying not to be sick. Fighting a little something. Hey, Burner Girl. What's going on? Tick Wayne, what up, bro? The Panthers lost? That sucked, man. Oh, man, what up? It's about the power of BRICS and its currency losing value. Yeah, I guess so. Charlie Boy, what up? Dr. T, how you doing? What's going on, y'all? I don't know, man. This is interesting, yo. This is in my opinion, it's the biggest heist I ever seen in broad daylight, yo. It's the biggest heist, man. I mean, there was a quote that was, listen, said, if y'all give me $1 billion, I'll take care of y'all. Trying to pay that debt back. For real. I don't know, man. This is crazy. America's on the wrong side of history too. Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, we're on the wrong side of a lot of stuff. So I mean, the only thing that worries me about this is, I mean, because it was a lot of bluster, a lot of bolstering, a lot of they're gonna do what we say, they're gonna this, they're gonna that, and then right behind that was like, nah, we're not gonna do that. So when in these type of situations, the thing I worry about is that they're gonna send our people over into something that could be a problem. I know we got air superiority and all that other stuff, and we do that, but it still don't mean that we can't go somewhere and have a bunch of casualties and stuff. I don't want to see that, especially because this is because some greedy people who just trying to make some money. I mean, most things are about money, but this right here is all up in your face. What's up, man? What's going on? 1816. He said, "What's going on in here? Just chilling, yo." And people going over there for next one. I mean, I know that's what I'm thinking too. I mean, I don't want to see our troops get into that. I don't want to see our boys, our sons and daughters and uncles and fathers and everybody get into that. That's the one thing that I don't want to see that. Something that is being done. I mean, it's really kind of stupid because Venezuela is like it's like us basically robbing our gas station, sticking up our own gas station. Basically, we only get about 17% of stuff from them, not much. But it can cause a big problem, man. I mean, China gets like 76% of their oil from them. Yeah, next Libya. I'm telling you. That's why I don't want to see our soldiers in that. Our government gonna do what it's gonna do. That's what they do anyway. This type of stuff like this, regime change and all that, been doing this stuff for forever. But something like this, it was, it started off with some bullshit, and that's what this was all about. This was all about getting that oil. That's all it was. Yep. First thing I did was think about the Dave Chappelle skit. It's like, oil. It's like, oil. Bitch, who says something about oil? You cooking? Active duty. It's a very real possibility. I imagine we will get. Yeah, bro. I don't want to. I mean, I know that you're a soldier, and Salute, man. Appreciate your service, but I don't want to see you have to go to get into some bullshit. That's what this is. This is about you going to get into some bullshit to get some rich people some money, man. I don't like that. They want to get China under control. I mean, they right. That's what this. I mean, I know this is part of it. When I started a little bit more looking into it, I know China was just over there the other day before they, did all this. It's saber rattling. I know what it is. It's part of. We own the Western Hemisphere. You can have the Pacific. Y'all over here can have this. Russia can have. It's a doctrine, man, but it's stupid. I don't want to see our boys getting killed for something dumb. That's what the first thing. Oh, we got this, we got that, we got these. It don't matter, man. We had all that stuff in Vietnam. We had all that stuff in Afghanistan. I mean, we got plenty of bombs and planes and all types of shit for every situation, but still. Right. I know, Amel. They want it all, bro. Biggs, what's going on, man? Good to see you tonight, brother. Yeah, this is crazy. I was reading some article, man. They already, like, Wall Street is going crazy. The investment bankers, they talking about it's like $500 to $700 billion in investment opportunity over there. Venezuela's sitting on 330 million in reserves or something like that. Barrels of oil or something crazy. I think they said it's enough. They got enough reserves to fuel the entire planet for 8 years. It's crazy. I know. That's what I know. He on some Debo shit. I know. It's stupid though. Thank you, Targets. What up? Yeah, hit that thumbs up, y'all. I mean, it's crazy, man. That's my biggest concern. That's my biggest concern. Is basically our young men and women going somewhere and getting into dying for some bullshit. That's generally my concern. We go do something stupid. If we somewhere and if I think it's like a righteous cause, I'm like, okay, I don't want nobody to get killed, but we over there trying to do the right thing. But this ain't nothing right about this. Didn't have a post-game conference before. Yeah, man. He basically just he told all the business, like, yo, we going over there, we taking over, we running all of this, we not paying for it. The oil companies are gonna go in, they're gonna do all of this. I mean, he basically he said this is a heist in broad daylight. So that's what this was all about. You kidnapped the president of a sovereign nation. You kidnapped the dude. Now don't get me wrong. I ain't got no love for Maduro. From what I understand and what I've always seen, Venezuela is not in a good situation, and he's not a good leader over there. They're over there doing some bullshit, and those people do need some help. But this ain't about giving them people no help. This is about big oil getting paid back. That's what this is about. Anyway, nothing to do with them people over there. It is a gangster move. Destro, what up? What's going on? I mean, I think that this is. I mean, I don't know, because I don't think this is gonna stop there. I think this is gonna move on to. I think he got his eyes on Colombia, even Cuba, some kind of way. I know this is. I'm going to see how this is going to play out though, because Venezuela and China have a real good relationship. So the executive branch does what it wants, and nobody can stop it right now. I mean, because the cats were supposed to be able to the checks and the balances, they act like a bunch of pussies. Just to be straight up, all they ever say is they can't do nothing. That's right. Guyana got gold. Even who they just bombed? Was it Nigeria? This is about resources, man. That's what this is. This is about resources. I mean, I agree with y'all, Mel. That stuff is done, man. It's over. It seems like there's no more guardrails. And it seems like they're proving it. This November is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I'm expecting some sort of insurrection act to be. They're gonna come and say something going on and we can't have no elections. That's what I'm expecting. Okay, could have just made a deal. I mean, I know they could have made a deal with Venezuela. Oh, I know that, Tank. That's what I'm saying, man. But this right here is all of this extra stuff that's going on. This is this right here would just seem different. I know they always doing stuff, but this was in your face. We didn't even try to sugarcoat it. Like, nah, we went over there because of the drugs and we trying to help the people. No. What up, BTG? Straight up, yeah. We going over there. We taking it over. We running this, and we going for that all, baby. You should have just said it like that. Strap up if they could go for Venezuela. They could come for you. Man, Armel, listen, that's always a thing. I mean, I'm not naive to that. They could go for anybody. The only people that can stop this bullshit are the people at large. The people at large have to stand up and be like, fuck it. We're not going to take this. That's the only people that can stop it. And voting probably won't be the way to go. But every great empire or civilization crumbles at some point. That's the truth. And people just think because we live in modern times that it can't happen. It can happen in the United States too. It can happen to anybody. I mean, it's get down here, get down and lay down, or get down or lay down, one or the other. So I'm like, listen, man, it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Some stuff you just gotta sort of sit back and look at it. And if the time comes, if it hits your doorstep, you do what you need to do. And you might make it out and you might not. Those are the realities of life. Hey, Dave Chappelle told everybody. That's right, he told them. Hey, Mr. Dixon, what's going on? Yeah, Dave told him. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew that, man. It's always about that. What it's about. But I don't think this is going to go the way that they think. I don't think this is going to go how they think it's going to go. Yeah, we'll mess around and have your own meat grinder again. We'll mess around and have the same thing that's going on with Russia and in Ukraine. You mess around and have the same thing going on, and nobody wants to be. I don't want to see our boys in that. That's what I'm thinking about. The government owns some bullshit, and I don't want to see our soldiers in the middle of that dumb shit, man. It's crazy because this is just about because the oil companies want to come over there and steal those people's resources. That's all it is. They got other stuff over there too, other minerals and crap. That's what it's all about, man. I don't want to see, and I don't want to see our soldiers in the middle of that bullshit. Not for that. When you sign up to go into the services, I guess you understand that there's a possibility you could be going somewhere and end up being in the middle of something. I'm guessing you think about that when you sign up for it. But you shouldn't be going over getting into some shit, possibly losing your life over something dumb. Especially not over someone dumb. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see. This is what I expect anyway from him. This is what I expect, though. That's why I got the hell out of the military. They got me on the Iraq war. I said never again. I hear that, BTG. Esther, what up, Dave? It wasn't to stop no drugs. Please, that's not. We don't even get the majority of our drugs don't come from that way. They don't come that way. It's like, nah, that was some bull, man. They was out there blowing up them people them boats they blew up. I believe them people was innocent and they just sacrificed and killed those people. That's what I believe. I don't believe there was no drugs on none of them boats. That was some bullshit. That was all to get the oil. Yep. But I don't think it's going to play out the way they think, though. Right. $2 million missiles for a $50 boat. Exactly. He just, right. Exactly. That too, BTG. He just pardoned one of the biggest drug dealers ever. What dude sold 450? What was it for? How much cocaine was it? He was the president of what, Honduras or someplace? And he pardoned that dude all the drugs that he sold. They ain't trying that BS with cartels. I mean, Dave, I see that too. They're not doing that. This was just to get the oil, man. And you want to know something? Where the cartels are, if they have oil like Venezuela, oh, they'd mess with them too. They would mess with them too. Like, I know they can do their thing. I know them cartel boys ain't nothing to mess with. But it's different when an F-35 and some Tomahawks start flying through the window of your fucking house. There's a different thing going on. It can be different. Yep, the biggest drug lord. That's the weird thing ever. But then talking about I'm blowing up these boats. It's crazy, man. But that dollar, man, got him going crazy. Got him going crazy. But I'm interested to see now what's gonna happen with Taiwan. I want to see what's gonna happen. This sets the stage for some justification for some different things, which I don't think the current administration actually cares about anyway. I think there's really this isolationist thing going on. I think they truly believe that whatever's in the Western Hemisphere belongs to us. Because he said it. He basically made a statement that like Venezuela stole our oil. He made a statement like that. Like they stole our oil. Like the oil that they have on their land or under their land belongs to us. He actually made a statement. I watched him say it. I was like, that's crazy. I'm looking forward to Arm 6. I'm looking forward to it too, Armel. I can't wait till we get to Arm 6. I can't wait till we get there. That's gonna be hella fun. That's one of the highlights of my year. Looking forward to it. Get down there, have a nice women's conference, nice meet and greet. See what vendors we get out there, shoot some nice guns, get to see everybody, sit around and laugh and joke. Basically the chat and we're all in the room together. I'm looking forward to that, man. And I only been through Jacksonville. I ain't never actually stayed there before, so check out the town a little bit. Yeah, Burner Girl, I can't wait to see y'all. We'll have a good time down there. There's gonna be some different stuff too. I mean, I know it is. They still be trying to play a short though, Mel. We always got to fight, man. We always got to do 150%. If everybody else got to do 100%, we got to do 150%. Sometimes 200%. It don't matter. Sometimes it don't matter what you show, but this shit is good though. People recognizing that hey, they got something good over there. That community over there is important, and that's good. I don't like being marginalized. That make me cuss you out if you marginalize me, because I'm funny about that. Especially with the whole business side of this thing. I'm funny about that. Because I understand there's a certain line and stuff that you gotta hold and things like that. But I'm like, some stuff I can't get down with. I'm always gonna be me no matter what. And I don't kiss nobody's ass. If I want some shit, I can get it myself. If I want to make something happen, I can do it myself. That's why when people do pop up and they say, "Oh yeah, we want you to try this, you want to do this, you want to do that," I appreciate it a lot. Because I don't nobody got to give me shit. Whatever I want, I can give myself. And that's what I usually do anyway, so. Yeah, everybody come out. We're gonna have a good time, man. Dr. T, I hope you make it out there. It'd be nice to meet you in person. For sure. Always good to see Mr. Dixon. Every fake guy with a gun is marginalized. Oh, Mel, I guess so, bro. I guess you're right, man. Joe, I don't worry about that, man. I am who I am. I'm always gonna be that. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Either you like me, you love me, or you don't. It just is what it is. That's how I am with people. I don't expect anything from other people that I don't expect from me. Yes, good, Dr. T. It's gonna be good to see you. I was just watching the video you was talking about home invasion before I got on here. Oh yeah, Mr. Dixon, man, I love being there, man. And this time we're gonna set it up. I'm gonna make sure that I can do more this time. But you always have a tendency to be running around looking for something to take care of, though, man. It just sort of happens, man. I want to make sure that y'all have a good time, so I be feeling responsible for that, and we should bring your fold up chairs. They serve. That's right. Bring your chairs. I bring my chair everywhere I go. Everywhere. But now we're gonna have some different stuff this time. Try to get all that stuff together. Everything is running along pretty good. We gotta get Lito, RGG. We gotta get him out the shot show, so he can get out there and hobnob. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to make it out there this time. Gotta get him out there. So he can go do his magic. But yeah, we're gonna. It's gonna be fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody that I already have met. Looking forward to meeting new people. I'm looking forward to meeting the quiet people who like Rodney Felix. He just showed up out of nowhere and knew everybody when nobody knew who he was. Yeah, it be feeling like that, Mr. Dixon. But in Atlanta, man, it got kind of wonky because I don't know. It was like one thing we missed. It sort of threw me off for Industry Range Day. It messed me up. One thing that we missed, man, and I don't even know how we forgot it. And I blame myself because I remember us having a conversation about it, and I knew what we had to do, and we totally forgot. Totally forgot. Oh, I gotta go find that. I gotta go find that. I be trying to keep up with all of the with all you guys videos, all your stuff that y'all put out, man. I be trying to. What's what, Mr. Dixon? Yeah, I be trying to keep up with everybody's stuff. The funny thing is because I live in the gun world. That's what. So I try to keep up with all of y'all, but I'm always watching something else. I don't get what you're saying, Mr. Dixon. I don't get what you're saying. Yeah, so trying to keep up, man. I be watching a whole bunch of other stuff, but today everything has been interrupted by everything, man. My YouTube feed has been all about what's going on with Venezuela, so I've been paying a lot of attention to that. But we're gonna have some fun when we get down there in Jacksonville. You said there's one thing. Oh, it was the food, Mr. Dixon. It was the food. I got to the Industry Range Day late with the food because I forgot to get it. We were supposed to get with the lady before we got down there and have it done. Matter of fact, when we got down there, we were supposed to do it. And so I was supposed to call her and everything. I had spoke to her. We had everything set. I know she probably was like, this clown didn't even show up. We had it all set up like a couple weeks before. And we had talked about it with everything. And he just forgot about it. And that morning, we were on the phone talking like, oh, shit, what we going to do? But thank God for Costco. Yep, thank God for Costco. Called them up, said, listen, I need all these pizzas. I need it by this time. The girl was like, oh, no problem, we have it. Got there, man. Them things was piping hot coming out of the oven. They put it on the big roller. Had to put everything inside the back of the minivan. Yep, thank God for Costco. Yeah, water too, Mr. Dixon. So that's the stuff that won't happen anymore. And that won't happen again. It's etched in my mind that we won't go through that again. Figure out what we're gonna do this time because we gotta figure out what's going on in Jacksonville. I don't know anything about the city, so as it gets a little bit closer, and I've been looking, trying to find some stuff around the hotel, and then talk to the people at the hotel and see if they recommend anything. because the range is not too far from there. So it's gonna be a good time though. Mr. Dixon, you driving down and bring your 4-wheel and all that stuff this time? Well, I think Billy might know Jacksonville pretty well. Let me see. A little off subject, but since I got one coming up, if you 40 or over, you'll make sure you get your class. I got one coming up soon, bro. Thank you, gun guy. I got one coming up soon, man. It's that time. It's the beginning of the year too. It's that time for me. I gotta go do that. I gotta go do my eyes, a bunch of stuff. I've been getting doing a lot of blood work and stuff anyway over the past 6-7 months. So I've been on top of all that stuff. But it's time to go do that. Some other screening I need to go get. Some other stuff. My little MyChart app keeps reminding me you need to go do this and go do that. So I'm taking all that stuff this year. The whole colonoscopy thing, man. I don't like that. The funny thing is I done had 2 of those already. But it's time to get another one, so I don't like that whole colonoscopy thing. Like it at all. Somebody roll you over and put you to sleep, and then that's different. We might have a pool party. Yeah, man, but it's important though. It's important. I don't know. We might still be able to be in the parking lot. But I'm pretty sure we definitely gonna have some. We're gonna be able to move around the pool area for sure. I know we are. So we might end up doing the pool, pool pimping. That's gonna be fun though. We'll have a good time. I think this year, which I ain't never done before, I think I'm gonna go get me a suit made for the award show. I'm thinking about it. I ain't had me a suit made in a few years. So I'm thinking about going to get me a custom joint. I know this place, the last place I went to, that I had to make some pants for me, some custom pants for me, which I can't fit no more because they're too big. And I think I'm gonna go there and have them make me a suit. I've been thinking about it. I ain't had one in a minute. I like custom suits. Yep, I think that'll be fun. Find me some Super 180 or something really nice. Have him hook it up. Talk to my brother. Have my brother go grab the material for me down in Manhattan and send it to me. Then take it to the tailor and be like, "Yeah, make me a suit." Pick out my buttons and everything. I like doing that stuff. What up, Cock Firearms? What's going on, bro? My sneakers. I don't know what sneakers I want to get yet. I'm still thinking about it. I always get a custom pair of Air Forces, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that this year. We'll see. Might do something different. But yeah. So it's been a few weeks. So I'm down 91 pounds now, just so y'all know. 91. We got 9 pounds to go till we get to 100. I'm coming in like with a spoon. Nah, I should, BTG. I should give me a suit and put mushrooms on it so I coordinate. Yeah, man, we're gonna be at 100 pounds pretty soon, and then we're going to get into see what's up with this knee. Nothing's going on until. Nah, man, I ain't gonna change my name, bro. And then we're gonna see after the meetup. We're gonna get everything ready because I'm getting a new knee. That's happening. I want a new knee. Even after losing 90 pounds, my knee still hurt. 10 pounds after. Oh, all right, Mr. Dixon. I mean, listen. I did a little bit more during Christmas too. Thanksgiving, I didn't really do nothing, but Christmas, I don't know what it was. I don't know why. And I was back home too. I went back home for Thanksgiving. I didn't do what I thought I was gonna do, but for some reason, here for Christmas, yeah, I did a little bit extra. I should be down a little bit more than I am, but I did a little extra. It was my first 2 week period that I didn't lose anything. So it was more like cookies, Mr. Dixon. cookies and dress. But it wasn't bad though, man. It was, it was like I enjoyed the holiday and that was that. Now I'm back on the horse. It is what it is. Tai Chi. I heard somebody mention Tai Chi before, man. Are you doing any stretches or any strength exercises for your knees? Gun guy? I mean, not really, man. From my understanding, I can do all the stretching. I can take chondroitin. I can take all whatever the stuff that you need for. Man, it's bone on bone. It is what it is. Me and the doctor had this long conversation about that. He was like, it's nothing I can do to fix it except give you another one. There's nothing you can do to fix it except give you another one. It's one of those things. It's like, it's in there. It is what it is, man. And the funny thing is, another doctor years ago told me, like, listen, if you don't do something about it, it's going to be a problem. And of course I didn't listen. That's right. Ain't nothing you can do about that, good guy. It's bone on bone, man. I done seen the X-rays, man. Ain't nothing in there. The bone is just sitting on top of each other. It's always squeaking and creaking, and when you go to get up, you gotta because it's just bone on bone. You gotta first when you go to stand on it, gotta have that little pain. Everything. It's every time. It ain't just sometimes. It's every time. So you gotta get a new one. And I can't say losing the weight didn't help. It did help. It helped. But it's not gonna go away. The pain it's not gonna go away until I get it fixed. And then that's a whole other thing. But it is what it is, man. Yep. Ain't feeling bad about what I'm doing, so it's good. Besides doing all of this, got me making sure I'm taking my vitamins and eating vegetables and all this other stuff, yo. Stuff that I wasn't doing like I was supposed to do. It's just habit now that I do it. Went out last night to go have a steak, and no baked potatoes, nothing, man. I told the girl, bring me a ribeye with a side of broccoli and a side of asparagus. Everybody else was eating French fries and macaroni and cheese and all other shit. I don't eat none of that. I ain't really eating that stuff. The funny thing is, it's one thing that I'm having a craving for, man, is oatmeal. And don't ask me why, but oatmeal. So I've been eating oatmeal lately. Oatmeal with peanut butter, actually. It's really filling and it does pretty good. A lot of fiber, so it helps with the carbs. It's pretty high. It's pretty rich in carbs, but a lot of fiber. What up, Ghost Dog? Yeah, it's just it is what it's just a. The funny thing is now, I spend more money on food than I ever did before. Trying to eat clean and eat healthy is expensive, yo. Real expensive. Always getting fresh meat and vegetables and all of that. I eat stuff out the can, but I'm really funny. I'll try to watch the sodium and all that as much as I can. Getting older, man. When we're getting older, you gotta watch your cholesterol and your blood pressure and all that crap. It's a delicate balance. I fell off a little during the holidays, so back. Yeah, man, I did too. It was the holiday. I told my people that I was like, listen, it's a holiday. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm not gonna worry about nothing. I'm gonna enjoy myself, and that's what I did because I knew that when it was over and I was back to my normal routine, I would just go right back to it. Because the funny thing was, all of that stuff that I just knew I was gonna want to have and knew I was gonna want to get, it was like, nah, it wasn't no big deal. I did want them cookies though. I ain't gonna front. I wanted them cookies. What up, Noah? It's apple cider vinegar. I thought about that. I thought about taking them apple cider vinegar, those chewable things. $2. What up, bro? Happy New Year, man. Patrick, what's going on? What's good, bro? Yeah, I thought about them apple cider vinegar things, but when I started like doing the research on it, it kind of said that it didn't do anything for you really. Or that mother's apple cider vinegar. Big Zo, what up? Zoski Love in the building. What up? What are you talking about? Oh, are you cooking? Kombucha is nasty. Take Wayne. Yeah, my wife always keep that mugs in the house. Well, you just take a shot of it. Well, you just take a shot every other day or something, or every morning or something. I mean, I can make me something and put it in there if that's gonna work. Cause I know that stuff that's in there is supposed to be good for you. Whatever that cloudy stuff. You take a shot every night. Bragg's ASV changed the ingredient. Oh, they did. Is that a bad thing, Dr. T? That they changed the ingredients so it's not good like it was before? Yeah, that kombucha nasty. Take away. Yeah, you gotta get that. You gotta get that CZ. Oh, so it is a good thing that you said. It is a good thing that they changed it. Or was it a bad thing they changed it? I forget exactly what I said. Because I know that's what everybody always talked about. Everybody always talked about that brand right there. That Bragg was the one. Everybody when they talked about that apple cider vinegar, that was the one. I mean, I was looking for a Glock 17 Gen 6 today, and I ended up going down the suppressor rabbit hole. It's bad that they. Oh, okay, Dr. D, that's terrible. That used to be the go-to, man. People talked about that. That was the go-to apple cider vinegar. Yeah, I went down the suppressor rabbit hole today. Actually, thanks to Big Tap, he sent me something, and I was looking at what he sent me, and while I was on their site, it was a bunch of stuff. Get better, Tick Wayne. Something going on. I said I've been fighting something for the last week or so, man. I had this cough, this nagging cough that wouldn't go away. This morning was the first time it's finally getting itself together. I've been having cough drops and all type of stuff, and today was like the best day for it. So I'm actually getting over what it was. But I said I've been like tired all day long. I don't know why. I think it's because my body's fighting. Shepherd Arms has the gins. Shepherd Arms. They do online. And how much it cost, BTG? What's the price for the A6 blackout? So I'm skipping all around, but I was looking at the Hybrid 46. Canco has a can that is really nice that can fit that. I was looking around because what I saw today was I saw a suppressor I didn't know about by Odinworks. It was at a really good price, and I think I might get that. I think I was looking and I found it locally. I think I want that. Hey, what's up, Sean? Confidence Reloaded. I need to drink some ginger ale. Man, I've been drinking ginger ale. All right, Shepherd. You say Shepherd Arms. BTG, do me a favor. Send me a IG link, man. So I don't forget. It's the current story for the tax stamps. I mean, so far, Big Zo, they crashed the website on the first day, so I don't know what's happening now. But I was looking because I'm just waiting after I get my Friday after I go get my fingerprints done, and I get everything finished and get everything with the trust and get the trust done, and then I'm gonna move all my NFA items onto the trust. I got to figure out how to do that too. And once I do that, then I was looking because I wasn't planning on getting a 5.56 can first, but I think I might. Just the price looked good, and I want to try it. Ooh, okay, that sounds good. Sound good, Tick Wayne. Yeah, but I want to do that because I was even looking at a 22 can first. I know that one. I know the one I want for that. I want a Sparrow. Yes, the fee is gone, Big Zo. Yeah, don't forget about SBRs and short barrel shotguns too, because there's no more tax stamp for SBRs, no more tax stamps for cans, and no more tax stamps for the short barrel shotguns. Yep. So the fee is going. So I'm just waiting. I'm pretty sure it's going to take. I hope it don't take a long time to move everything from individual to the trust, because the trust was easy. Like I said, I did it through Capital Armory. It's like $75 to get the electronic fingerprints. Is $65. I could have went and got them at the local police for free, and because I got a bunch of fingerprint cards, they would have done it for me and then just mailed it in. But I want to have them electronically, so I take care of that Friday. Then you got to upload that on the site and everything, and it's good. And you do, Big Zo. You got to get you something. But everything I get from now on is going on a trust. If I gotta wait for it, I don't care. It ain't like I don't have any cans, so. Unfortunately, I already had 3 suppressors well before they decided to give it. Well, Sean, that's the same thing that happened to me. I had waited. So when they started talking about that whole Hearing Protection Act thing, where they was going, you wasn't gonna have to worry about getting suppressors or whatever, and I was waiting for them to eliminate the fee. I waited for years and they never did it. And all of a sudden, the wait time skyrocketed. So I was told, "Hey, man, you better go get you one now." So that's when I started. That was within the past couple years. So I started getting suppressors, and everything was coming back fast. I mean, I think only one of them took 6 days. Everything else was within 24, 48 hours. So, but then as soon as I start buying them, they get rid of the damn fee. Just my luck. So, Dr. T, a trust is, let me see if I can get a, I don't have like a, it's you basically, I guess it's like a group owning, I guess. So what happens is it's documents where it's like if you own an NFA item, you own that item. If you don't have it under a trust, technically nobody else is supposed to be able to do anything with it if they're not with you. So with my trust, I add myself right now as a trustee. If I have my wife, so if something happens, if she decides she want to use a suppressor, which she's probably not, she can take it and use it. It's like we all own it together. That's not a like a dictionary definition, but yeah, we own it together. So right now she's set up as the beneficiary, and then I set my brother up as something else. I forget what it says. It says it on the paperwork. Hold on. Matter of fact, since you asked, give me a second. It should be right here in my Google Drive. Yeah, it's right here. Let me see. Yeah, so I named my brother as a successor and my wife as the beneficiary. And it gives definitions inside the paperwork of what all that stuff is. But yeah, it's pretty simple. When you go through, you fill it out. And like I said, I did it through Capital Armory. I wasn't planning on doing it. I was on PSA website looking at AK-47s, and the one that I want is out of stock. So when I saw the trust was like $75, I was like, man, let me just go ahead and get it and start it now. So the only thing was the fingerprints. I've never had. I have my electronic fingerprints that I did was with Silencer Shop, and it's in their system. So I don't think that they'll give me a EFT file or whatever it is, an ETF, whatever. So I'm just gonna go get my own, and then they'll give it to you, and you can keep it. If you need to use it, you upload it into the system so you can have your set of fingerprints, have your set of electronic fingerprints. So some place I got to go to a couple towns over to get it done. But yeah, it basically makes it so, like, legally, all of my NFA items, if something would have happened to me today, I think this. I guess the process is you got to turn them in, or you're supposed to turn them in or something or whatever, because they're only assigned to me. They're only owned by me. But if they're under the trust and my wife is a trustee, or if she's a beneficiary, if something happens to me, they'll go down to her. It's all inside the paperwork though. It's just to protect your NFA items. Because I honestly don't think if something would have happened to me, somebody's gonna come looking for them anyway. But it's just a legal way to keep everything on up and up, I guess. I would make my son a trustee, but he ain't old enough yet. Yeah, it is. It's a good set. It's almost like you doing a trust like with your parents, or you putting the house and stuff in the trust and all of that stuff. It protects from different things. Did a video on my channel about putting a will in trust. Ah, okay. For suppressing the trust, but I don't think I paid extra. It went through Silence. Yeah, see, Silence Central, like different places do it differently. Now with Capital Armory, that was just a thing that it was something that they had set up, because I'm probably gonna buy a suppressor through them, so you can reuse the electronic fingerprint. That I don't know, BTG. I don't know how long you can use it, but I'm gonna go pay $65 for it. If they tell me, oh well, you can only use it for 3 days, I'm gonna be mad as hell. Like I said, I can go get them done for free. But then you gotta make an appointment and all that stuff. And when I did the free SBR thing, I got a whole stack of those fingerprint cards. I did it that time. I got my fingerprints done at the precinct basically. They did it for me in there. And they signed off on it, you mail it to them. Yeah, because I don't know how long that electronic thing is gonna work. But I'm gonna ask before I pay. I'm like, hey, how long do I get to keep these? Or do I have to like do it every? You should hopefully be able to keep it for a long time. I hope. Yeah, this Capital Armory does the same thing. They ship it right to your door. I'm gonna do that with somebody, and I'll probably end up doing it with Capital. I'm gonna buy something through them, because once it's clear, they just ship it right to your house. I'm gonna find out, BTG, because if they want it done, I'm gonna be mad. I paid $65 for it, but it is what it is. I guess it's a one-time thing for that. So if they're gonna tell me I gotta have fingerprints for another can, I'll just go do it the hard way. I don't know how to say your name, bro. So I'm gonna call you H-Ro, because it's a big H and R and O. Just found your page and was wondering what CCW hoster you were using. I have a JTX Tactical Fact hoster and like it, but looking for other. So I don't use a CCW belt. I use the Ulti clip. I wear a lot of joggers, and if I feel like I need to have some sort of like belt setup, I use a Leisure Carry. I use that. Yeah, I don't use like a core belt or nothing like that. I just don't. I got a nice Amish leather gun belt I use from time to time if I'm going out and wearing some jeans or something. But other than that, man, I use the Ulti clip. Ah, good, Devin. Thank you for telling me that. Good. The Ulti clip on my holster. Yeah, and that's what I use, bro. I use the Ulti clip with my joggers. That's what I use. It's nice and secure. It's always nice and secure. I've never had a problem with it. Now they got the small Ulti clip too, like what they call it, the Ulti Leisure clip or something like that. It's cool, but I like the full size one better. Yep, I like the full size one better. They got the long one and they got the short one. Matter of fact, hold on a second. I ain't trying to strike or something. I'm mute my thing. So hold on, let me see. I should have one of those around here somewhere. So this is the regular one that I use all the time. And this is the other one. The shorter one. For some reason, I don't really like it too much. I like the bigger one better. I don't know why. I don't like the shorty. Yeah, I don't like the short one. Gun back. It'd be so much easier if I could just grab the gun and show y'all what I want to show y'all. Yeah, but that I like the bigger one better. To get me. Yeah, man, you can order it off Amazon. Get the full size one. For some reason, the I don't know why, but it doesn't seem as stable. Oh yeah, the Ulti Clip is the way to go for me. I like it. It's easy if you just running out, you ain't gotta put on no belt, nothing like that, and it's really, I mean, it's really tight. Matter of fact, hold on. Yeah, keep taking my gun out of it. So, I mean, yeah, Sean, it really, I mean, it's just like a little clip thing that's sitting under there. You put on your garment, you put your garment under it, and then you snap it down, snaps in place. It ain't going nowhere. It's good. I like it. It's right now. It's my favorite setup. I got another holster that this one right here is the holster for a TP9SC, but it actually fits the Prime. It fits. That's the one thing I do like about Canik stuff. A lot of it's like, to me, it's like Legos, and so this fits the Prime. But I'm waiting for I got one coming from Armsman that I'm waiting. And he set it up for me to use the Ulti Clip too. I asked him, but he set it up for me, so that's when I'm gonna start carrying the Prime in. Cause I'm not getting. I'm gonna use that, but I like my fat guy holsters, man. I like them a lot. Yep, full size Ulti Clip on Amazon. Matter of fact, let me find it for you. I'll put the link in the chat. Cause they got a few of them. They got the Ulti Clip Slim, and then they got the regular joint. They got the 2.2 joint. There's a bunch of them, but this is the regular one right here. Let me make sure I look at the right one. Yeah, because they got so many different models. Come on. Copy, damn it. That link should work. Yeah, that link should work. It ain't not expensive either. Yeah, I think it's a good option because who is it? Spotting Houston. The first time I thought about getting something like this was this. I forget the name of it. I don't know if it's HTX or something. It's a place in Houston, and they were advertising this this holster that's sort of similar. And when I saw the fat guy holster, when JTX Tactical, shout out to them, they reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to do a review for them or whatever. And sent me some holsters and paid me too. Appreciate them. They had, that was one of their options, was the Ulti Clip. So I went with that. And it works good. If you're using joggers and stuff, it works well. I've been using it for a couple of years now myself. I've been using it. Yeah, that's why I like, because I wear joggers and stuff mostly all the time. Thank God my life affords me that. I appreciate that. Trying to find an in the waistband. Also from my PX9 carry count. Oh. You might have to have one of those made. You need to hit up Armsman. Tick Wayne. Hit him up. His holsters are nice, man. This is the holster that he made for me for my Springfield Mod 3. It's good quality stuff. He makes a good quality holster. Hallway and stuff is good. Hit him up, man. Yeah, I know he makes good stuff. And he always in the chat. He a cool dude. But I want to because he makes a 2011 holster too that I was looking at. I want to hit him up about that. But that's gonna be for my belts that I do use, because the belt that I used for competition had changed, because it's probably gonna change again, because I was bigger, so I had to find H-Rom. So I had to find a company that had the big sizes, and it was a spot. I think it's Shooters Connection. Shooters Connection had them joints to go up to like 60, I believe. But then I learned about the Lynx belt. The Lynx belt is great. That's what's hanging on the wall back here. The Lynx belt, basically, you buy the pieces and you can make it smaller, larger, as big as you make it, big as small as you want, as long as you buy the pieces for it. And it's sturdy too. It's a good sturdy belt. You would think it wouldn't be because I click it together. Ghost Dog, hit up Armsman. I'm telling you, go look at his website. He's a part of our community. Go look up his website. I just got my Armsman holster the other day. Yep, that's right. No rough edges, good clip, good retention. Thank you, Terrence. Yeah, go hit him up. Matter of fact, he's part of our community. So let me put his Instagram out there. Hold on. That's his Instagram right there. You hit him up on Instagram, DM him or whatever, or go to his website. You can get to his website from here. Matter of fact, let me just load up his website. I'll put the link out there for that too. Yeah, he rock with us. He part of our community. I had no problems sending y'all his way. And I know his stuff is good because he did something for me already. That's the website. See, I was gonna get one. So I got this light that I got from Nightcore. It's a little light that I like, and it's actually it's a really decent light. And Nightcore makes some pretty good stuff. And I was gonna send it to him and have him make me a holster around that. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I was gonna have him make me a holster around that one. Is that gonna work? Oh yeah, it worked. So yeah, no light bearing. But I might have to have him make me one for. I got something that I'm doing that I'm gonna putting out in a couple weeks, and I might send it to him. Have me make one. Be the first one. Yeah, I got a TLR 7X. I think I got it on my. I think I got it on my Taurus. I'm pretty sure I do. I was supposed to finish my inventory over the holidays. I didn't finish doing my inventory. I need to, man. I was digging through the safe. I was like, man, I didn't know I had that. I'm forgetting stuff. And that's why I think for 2026, it's going to be a suppressor year. I'm not going to get a suppressor for everything, but I think I'm going to get a few. Because I want to get some more direct mounts. I want to try some different mounting systems. I know for the 86 Blackout, who was it? So the Silencer Co. That was the one that Big Dre recommended for me. So I got that. I got the muzzle brake for that. The funny thing, I just need a lower for that gun, basically. And I just been playing around with it because I'm getting the lower from Big Dre. Shout out to Big Dre at All Armament. He sent me the upper for it. He sent me the stuff that I needed for it. I wanted an 86 blackout, and he's my friend too. So I wanted it. He kept telling me talk about it. So I got a late night text one night like, hey man, you got something coming in the mail. A couple days later, open up the box, had the barrel, had the upper, everything. He hooked me up, man. Everything that I needed. I just need to get a lower from him. And I told him I'm gonna get it to make sure that they match. It's basically gonna be an All Armament 86 blackout. And that'll be my first 86. And I'm gonna do it like I did my my AR-10 that I built. Put a Kung Fu grip on there and some other stuff. And I might SBR it because it's free. It just takes time. And once you get the paperwork in, you're good. I'm gonna SBR that. I think I'm gonna SBR my Mac 5 because I want to put a stock on there. There's a HK stock that I want to get and put on there. It's expensive, but that's the only way I would buy that stock is if I'm gonna SBR it. That's the only way I'll do it. They got too many guns, man. Terrence, it's too many. That's why I want to. That's the suppressor thing is gonna be the way to go. So I was looking through some stuff and I didn't realize how many pistols I have that have threaded barrels on it. I didn't realize that. Driving arms. I ain't never heard of that. You said there's no such thing? Nah, Terrence. I believe it's such thing, man. I don't think you quite understand what I'm saying to you. I don't think you understand. It shocked me too. Let me write that down. Driven arms. Because when y'all tell me this stuff, I go look it up. I mean, that's what I do. People would think that I they think that you're crazy, but it's just sort of it's what I'm into. I got into it back in what? Shit. 07, 08. And it's just something that I took to and something that I liked. Because I like the guns, but to me shooting is an art. I like the art of shooting. Knowing how to shoot is not knowing how to be a real good shooter. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of work. Can you change the stock back to a pistol stock if you want to travel out of state? No, because what's registered as the SBR is what has a serial number on it. If I put a brace on it, it's still an SBR. That doesn't change. It's still registered on the NFA, whatever registry, as an SBR. Just changing out the stock doesn't change that. Now I don't know if there's a process to take it off the registry. That I don't know. But I know once you get it on there, it's registered to whatever serial number. Because when I was just going through my paperwork for everything that I have, because I'm getting everything ready for the trust. And when you look on there, it says the name of the manufacturer. It has a serial number of the lower, and let you know, oh yeah, this is why this is an SBR, because this particular lower is registered as an SBR. So changing out the stock doesn't do nothing. I mean, technically, somebody in the ATF would have to walk up on you anyway to know and ask you. And 9 times out of 10, ain't enough for them to be everywhere. But you just don't want to. It'd be just your luck. You just your luck. You be on the range that day, and somebody decide that they want to show up and mess with you. So you have to do paperwork just to go out. Yeah, no, you have to. You get permission to go places, and I think the last person that I talked to, but they said that I think it's good for a year when you get permission. So you can take it out of state. Yeah, just have to get permission from the state you're going to. I'm not sure how. So I was told that you had to get permission from. You still got to know state laws, but you got to get permission from the ATF to travel, not from the state. from the ATF to travel with your SPR. You gotta tell them where you're going and all that other stuff. That's what I remember being told. H-Row. That's what I remember being told. Well, actually, bro, you want to know something? So I don't know if things changed, but I thought it was gonna be when I was doing the whole learning of the whole suppressor thing and with the trust stuff. I thought that, and even the SPR thing, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to ever reach anybody at the ATF. When I looked up the office, there's an office in West Virginia, I think it is, and I figured I was gonna call. I wasn't gonna be able to talk. Man, I called. Every time I call, a dude answers the phone. It's not like I'm on hold or nothing. A guy answers the phone. I tell him what it is I'm talking about. Like I guess he's some sort of ATF agent or whatever. And then we end up having a conversation about whatever it is I ask him about. He tells me whatever it is that I need to know. And he'll say, listen, if you need a little bit more, go on the website and pull this up, whatever. But every time I call the ATF, they answer the phone. So if you drive through 4 different states, this has always been my understanding, because you're on, there's like some sort of travel thing that we get, because you can travel through different states. You just can't stop and stay there. Now, you may have to, for certain situations, you're supposed to let the state police know or something. It's under different circumstances. But you can travel through different states because you're on the highways. You can travel through different states with your stuff. You just can't stop and spend the night and stuff like that. You can travel to your destination. I wasn't scared to talk to him. Why be scared? I got too much stuff and money and time and stuff invested in this. I ain't scared to talk to them. It is what it is, man. I understand that if they get a bug up their ass and they decide they want to do something to me, they can come after me and get me, man. I mean, I'm just a regular dude. So no need to be scared. I'm a solid citizen. Do what I gotta do. I know shit can happen. Stuff can happen anytime, but what you gonna do, man? Because I've done that. I've traveled through many different states. The first time we went to the first meetup we went to, man, I had so much ammo with me. I thought about that too. I had so much ammo, it was crazy. I forget how much ammo I had. We went to Houston. I drove to Houston from Ohio. That was a long drive. And I was thinking about that. So I'm like, man, if they pull me over with all this ammo in the car, they're gonna be like, what the hell you doing? Notify the ATF and the ATF when approved that. That's right. Notifies that the law enforcement official when you're leaving the state and receiving. Say, yep. That's right, good guy. So you put tape on your mags, and you have to know the requirements for the state you're passing through. That's right. So I treat, when it comes to, like, if I'm going through a state or whatever, because I don't need to have concealed carry license here in Ohio, because we got constitutional carry, but I keep it because I travel to different states, so I know what the reciprocity laws and stuff are. But I treat every long gun like you have to treat it here in Ohio. In Ohio, you can't have a loaded long gun in your car. You got to have the bullets and the gun in a different place. So either you put the bullets inside the car with you and the gun in the trunk, or vice versa. They're not to be locked up. They just can't be readily accessible. If you have them right next to each other, it's like it's being loaded, and you can't have a loaded long gun in your car. That's against the law here. So every state I go to, if I take a long gun with me, I treat it like that. I keep the bullets away from the gun. That's just something I've been doing because that's how I got to do it here in Ohio. So that's why with the SBRs, I hate it because a lot of times I just like to throw everything in the back seat. So when I go shoot my SBRs, I throw one in the trunk and then my bag that has the bullets and stuff, and I put it inside with me. But it just can't be readily available to each other. It's considered being like it's loaded. So yeah, no loaded long guns in the car here in Ohio. Even if you got a concealed carry permit, it doesn't matter. Now I can have 100 pistols in the car because I got a CCW, so they can be loaded and everything. Yeah, that's what I figured, BTG. I figured that would work in most states. So that's what I do. But if I'm getting ready to go through, and I generally go through the same places so I know what's going on. But if I go someplace that I don't know, a state I've never been through before, I'll find out what exactly what's necessary Even in terms of my reciprocity, if we got reciprocity, all of that, I'll find that out. I'm in Ohio also, so I was told my AR pistol is covered by. It is. It is because it's a pistol. It's classified as a pistol. If it's classified as a pistol, you can have it. If it's a long gun, you cannot. Long guns in the state of Ohio, the ammo and the gun have to be separated. But if it's a pistol, because my AR pistols, I throw them in the car with everything together. Ain't no big deal. So yeah, you fine with that. You in Ohio? Oh, you in Ohio too? All right, bro. Yeah, so you fine with that here? Yeah, that you don't gotta worry about. I've been in the car with my AR pistol and everything all together and been pulled over, and because I let the cop know because I don't want to get shot for nothing stupid. Like, yeah, man, I got this, I got that. Yeah, you got any weapons in the car? Yep, I got a bunch of them. All right, Target, same in PA. I might carry with me. I got a CC license 1 year before they went. Okay. So you don't travel with a mag on you? No, I don't travel with a full magazine in my SBR. No, I keep the bullets and the gun separate. Now I can have the magazine loaded, but it has to be in with me where I'm at, or vice versa. They can't be it can't be so like you can get them together fast. Yeah, any long gun, Terrence. If it's a hunting gun, the AR, it don't matter. It's just any long gun. You can't have. I'm not sure about the shotgun thing, but I do it with shotguns too. If I tell you, I know with the ARs and the bolt guns and stuff like that, you got to do it here in Ohio. So I just do it. If it's not if I know it's not classified as a pistol, I separate the ammo. I make sure I do the ammo from the gun, and that's how I treat every state. I treat every state like Ohio. It just makes it easier. But nah, but for the pistols, you should be good. As long as you got your CCW, your CHL, whatever you want to call it, you should be good. Appreciate that, BTG. But every once in a while, I talk, because I end up in Ohio every once in a while, too. My wife family is there. I want them to make it so I can carry in New York. That'll be the day when I can get some reciprocity with New York. I done been to so BTG. I done been to Florida. I mean, excuse me, take one. I've been to Florida quite a few times, bro. Quite a few times. My wife and my son like to go to Florida to the resorts and stuff. So I've been carrying in Florida a long time. I know things have changed there now too. So I was raised shotguns and long guns stored in the back of a vehicle and ammo in the front. And yeah. So why SBR then? It makes no sense. You want to know something? Targets. We had that conversation, and honestly, with the way that they make the stabilizing braces, I would say it's not really necessary unless you want to have like a grip on the front, something like that. It's not really necessary, honestly. I just wanted it because I wanted an SBR, and the fact that it was free to get it at the time. I wasn't paying $200 for it. Yeah, right. So you can have a stock instead of a brace. I mean, and a foregrip. Yeah, I mean, if you worried about that, yeah. But I enjoy shooting my stuff before I turn it into an SBR, so it didn't really matter. It's cool having it. Okay, yeah, I found me one of them Gen 6s, man. I'm gonna find one. Yeah, I don't know BTG. I got this app for the USCCA app that tells me. Yeah, shit. I'll tell you right now since you're asking. Shit, you in Delaware, right? Let's see. No duty to inform. Open carry permitted. So you do have reciprocity with them. It's just some stipulations on it. Yep, you have reciprocity with them. It's just like it's not green, it's yellow, but you can carry. You can still carry it. It's got some sort of stipulations on it, but you can definitely do it according to this USCCA Reciprocity Act. For me, it's pretty much go everywhere. There's a couple places that have some restrictions, but I know I can carry in Florida. Been doing it for years. If I can't, I've been breaking the law all this time. Guns and goats. What up, yo? It is very useful, Dr. T. I think it's awesome too, Shonda. Yeah, it's called the USCCA. It's called reciprocity or something like that. There's two different ones. Once I get through Maryland, I'm green light all the way down the coast. Yes, that's pretty much for me too. Yeah, but that's how it was when we drove to Texas. It was the same way. But yeah, that was. I'm never usually nervous when I'm carrying guns and ammo, but for some reason I was because I don't know, I had a few thousand rounds with me from different stuff. And I didn't get to shoot it all. I came home with a bunch too. And on the way home, I went back to stopped in Louisiana, stopped and spent a night in New Orleans, left there, went to Georgia. Oh, it's raining there. It ain't raining here. It's cold, man. If it was raining here right now, it'd be icy as hell outside. Right, BTG just wouldn't look good, man. I saw someone asking about taking an SBL out of state. You can either file a 5320.20 for up to 1 year if you're constantly traveling to the same spot, or you can turn it into a non-SBL. How you turn it into a non-SBL, WV Guns? Can't convert it back to an SBL in the state you take it to, though. How do you turn it into a non-SBL? Without filing some sort of paperwork or something. Because I know you got to get permission to take it to wherever you're going, and it's good for a year. I know that, but I don't know this. I know you can make it a not an SBL. That's the process I like to know. It's about the same here too. You're not too far from me, man. I'm down by Dayton, yo. Our weather's about the same. I've been collecting these non-resident CCW permits like Pokemon cards. I thought about doing that, Dr. T. If you have an SBR that started as a pistol without a stock, you can take the stock off and put a brace on it. You can put a 16-inch upper on it and meet the 16. Okay, I'm gonna look into that because I didn't think you could just take the brace off and take the stock and put a brace on it and it's not an SBR anymore. When I read the paperwork, it seems to be tied to the serial number of that lower. You upstate. You by Buffalo, man. You supposed to be cold up there, gun guy. It's supposed to be cold, man. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. WV Guns and Goats, because I never heard that before. If that's the case, that's new information for me. I didn't, because when you look at the paperwork for that stuff, it doesn't seem like that's the case. It seems like that firearm, that serial number is what gets on the NFA registry, and that's why that gun becomes a short barrel rifle. Not just because you have a brace on it or a stock order. I know you gotta have a barrel length and all that other stuff. I know that, but I didn't know that. The ATF only considers an ATF item when it's in an NFA configuration. You're basically paying a stamp to be able to change it into an NFA configuration. Okay. I'm gonna double check that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call ATF and ask them and look on the website because that basically makes that too easy. Because if that was the case, then why would I ever get permission for it? Just take the stock off, put a brace on it, and go where the hell you want to go. What up, Mentos? It's tied to the serial number, so you can't get one stamp and claim it applies to all your other rifles. That's what I was thinking too, Mentos. So it cannot be a short barrel rifle when it does not have a short barrel and a stock on it. Now, when I read what you said, that makes sense, but usually the law doesn't make sense, and it's ambiguous to jam you up. So I'm gonna make sure of that, because that's my understanding too, Mentos. My understanding is that gun becomes an SBR because that serial number on that lower gets registered and gets on the NFA. So that's why that gun is an SBR. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Because if that's the case, I'll never ask anybody for permission to move that gun around. I'll just take the stock off and put a brace on it and go where I want to go. Why ask for permission if all I gotta do is take the brace off? Excuse me, just take the stock off and put a brace on it. Yeah, I gotta look into that. I don't want my brothers and sisters out here doing something crazy, WV. But I heard WV is right. As long as it's not configured as an SBR, it's not an SBR, even if you previously paid a stamp for it. All right, Mentos. I'm gonna make sure. Now that firearm would have stopped. Did it start as a bare lower or a pistol? Everything started off as a pistol or a bare lower, WV. What I'm talking about for me started off as pistols. A pistol and a bare lower. Has to be less than 16 inches to begin with. Oh, it's a rifle. Yeah, I know that, BTG. I just want to make sure, because if what y'all saying is correct, when I go to travel with an SBR, I'm just gonna take the stock off of it. Okay. Yeah, when I decide I'm gonna travel with SBR, I take the stock off. The grip on the front, I get me a slanted joint, something with an angle on it. It worked just as well. Then I don't gotta worry about asking nobody for permission to do nothing. I don't like calling them, but I do just to make sure. This should be the year. This should be the year of the rifle anyway, man. Being a YouTuber, man, you get too many damn pistols. Just use the SB tactical brace. Yeah. That's what I use. I like the SB4s, the SBA3s. Shoot, they got a 5 now. I like the SB tactical stuff. I think the SBR is assigned to the receiver once it's labeled an SBR. It doesn't matter whether you take the stock off or not. That's what I'm gonna make sure of, BTG. So I have an MPX that started as a rifle. I cannot put a brace on it with the short barrel I have on it now because it has to meet the rifle restrictions. Okay. What up, Philly Slow? Couldn't just put a brace on that because it left the factory as a rifle. Okay. And we need a 16-inch barrel on it. Oh, okay. Google said, what do you say? Google said you have to notify the ATF of the new configuration. Okay, Terrence. Yeah, I ain't running back to I ain't running through Chat GPT yet. I will. Here's an interesting example for you. Not NFA because not in the NFA configuration. Okay. Yeah, short barrel shotgun might be. See, my thing is I don't like shotguns, man. But I would get one just for the hell of it. Now, because I do want, honestly, I want a Coach gun. And I want like a little shorty Coach gun. Like the joints you used to see back in the Western day in the cowboy movies, man. I want one of those. I don't want one that's like 20 inches, 18 inches. I want a little short joint. Like a little sawed off, like a little stick-up kid gun. M203 40mm grenade launcher receiver. Can transfer on a 44-72. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, I like lever action. I had a 44 lever action, but I ended up getting rid of that to get something else I wanted. Right now, I got a 22 lever action. I like that. That's pretty good. Get the 990 and put a stock on it. Oh, that sounds good, gun guy. That sounds good. Cause who else got one? IWI got a little shorty too, little semi-auto shorty. It costs more than a 990, but IWI got one. My thing is, man, I don't like 12 gauge, bro. I don't like 12 gauge at all. I own 12 gauge just because in my head you gotta have 12 gauge, but I do not like shotguns, man, at all. Cannot be a destructive device because it can, bro. Okay, yeah, I don't like shotguns, man. I got a cut down Coach gun. I did. I made a short about a couple of years ago. Yeah, that's what I. So either I want a 20 gauge or a 410, but I do want a Coach gun. I want a Coach gun to match this gun right here, my Western joint, my 45 long coat. I want a Coach gun for that. They're not fun to shoot, Terrence. They're not fun to shoot at all. G-Force does make some nice stuff. Take Wayne. Now, if I could have found one, for some reason, I want one in 45 long coat, but I want it to be like stainless with the light wood or whatever, because my cowboy gun is stainless with like ivory handles on it and stuff. So I want to sort of match. I mean, does it? It's just okay. Man, I ain't getting no 10 gauge. You out of your mind, Philly Slow. Hey, man, I ain't getting no damn 10. I can't stand the 12 gauge. What the hell am I going to get a 10 gauge? I would say that's a stack of pistol cases behind. Yeah, it is. It's a bunch of pistol cases behind me. Yeah, Daria got some stuff going. The 12 gauge ain't no joke, Dr. T. Thank you. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, man. I got some stuff coming up for 2026. I did the short today. I've been doing lives mostly, but I gotta get back to the gun thing, man. All I've been doing is worry about losing weight, bro. But I got something coming out next week, I think. Couple things. I had to do some stuff because my theme song, I had to get that redone. Because there was an issue with that. The producer who did the original beat, he did some bullshit. So I had to go get another one done. My nephew worked with another guy for me in New York and hooked it up for me and got that taken care of. So the lyrics are still the same, but I had to change the beat because I started getting strikes from some Mexican company. Kept hitting me up, YouTube talking about you got to change that. But the funny thing was, the whole YouTube the tool to cut it out, it's so slick, man. The way it cut it out, it was good. So, and I had that damn thing for a long time. All of a sudden, it's some Mexican company. Something about the beat was leased or some shit. Nah, you ain't gonna be waiting 6 months, Ghost Dog. I got something that I gotta do this month. I'm obligated to do it. But man, I got. And the funny thing is, I was going through my MacBook today. I got stuff in there. I just need to put it together and put it on the video. Because I stopped making videos, but I ain't stopped buying stuff. That ain't gonna happen. Look up the ATF National Firearms Handbook, section 2.5. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Basically, Philly Slow. Yeah, he double dipped on the beat, man. So my nephew, he took care of that though. It was another guy that he did. I think the beat came out good. I'm always going to be partial to the first one because it was the first one I ever had done. But I think this one is good. So how would it work if you registered your lower as a 16-inch but ended up building out a 300 blackout short barrel rifle? Do you have to register it as an FBR or can you put a brace on it? I don't know, Big T. That's a good question. The DWX was nice. That wasn't mine. That was a smaller one too. That was a guy at the range. One of the guys working at the range. He let me shoot it. I think the DWX is nice. The first time I got my hands on a DWX was at SHOT Show. And the only thing I don't like about that gun is they should have made it optics ready. Not the box. It should have been optics ready at first. And they did. But DWX, it's a nice gun. It's pretty nice. I'm partial to anything that has a trigger that's like a 1911. I just tell you. I wish every gun had a 1911 trigger. But my Spec V, I didn't do nothing on that. I got some other G4 stuff. I got a bunch of stuff that's new stuff that I haven't done anything on. You might have saw a short on it, maybe. When the Bear Lower transfers is going to be sold to you as an other. That's right, because it came out of a rifle. You can put the bracelet. Yeah, you make sure they do it as another. Right, Terrence. Everything should be optics ready at this point. What's the bullshit? What up, man? Yeah, I got a couple things from G-Force that I picked up. I got another thing from G-Force I want to pick up. Shout out to Tick Wayne because he is my budget brother. And he always put me on to stuff. He always sending me something with a good price. When I come across something, I send it to him. Yeah, I know the optics ready now. But so right now, in terms of the guns, there's really only one thing that I really, really want. And it is the Lukansky Arms Stinger 9mm. I want that SBR. I want that PCC. But for some reason, they ain't putting it out in America. It was supposed to drop last month. Got one of those G-Force blades. It's heavy. Oh, yeah, I got one of those, too. I bought that and bought a specific suppressor just for that. I found these guys were selling these 9mm suppressors that they bought from another store that went out of business. And I got me a nice 9mm suppressor for $250. They had some other ones too, but by the time I got there, they had already sold out. They had some 30 cal stuff. They had some 5.56 stuff. I was gonna go there and buy 2 or 3, but by the time I got there, they all sold out. Yeah, Devin, that Stinger is nice, man. I want that. It's a what's the name of this suppressor? Hold on. So they go under a different brand now, and we try not to touch that right there. I don't want them saying. So the company was called Thermal Defense Solutions. That was the name of the company. But another company bought them out now, and they're here in Ohio. A company called Disavowed. I don't know if you know who those guys are, but Disavowed is there in Arcanum, Ohio, I think. And Disavowed bought their stuff. But yeah, it's a good suppressor. Something I just knocked over. The only thing about it is you can only put it on a rifle or a PCC or something because it's direct thread. I go to AIM all the time, WV. That's my spot. I go to AIM all the time. I go to Vance all the time. Those are my spots, man. Do you have any recommendations for a good safe? So my big safe that I have, my huge safe is a Canon safe. And it's fire resistant, water up. I forget how much it is. That's why I went with Canon. Now I would have liked at the time. I wanted to get a Liberty, but Liberty was outside of my price range, so I went with Canon because it had good ratings on it, and I found it for a real good price. I had it for years now. I found it at Tractor Supply. So what you can do, Dr. T, go to like a Tractor Supply, something like that. And sometimes it sounds funny, they'll have like scratch and dent safes. And just make sure they're still good, but like something might have happened, something dented or whatever. Just make sure there's no cracks in it or whatever, and you can find them for a real good price. I know somebody, a real good friend of mine, that did that, and they'll be having it, and they won't advertise it. You just got to ask them, and they'll have them in the back of the store. But Canon worked for me. Ain't no, if somebody getting my Canon safe, it's because they wanted to. Yeah, Rural King does that too. That's right. Yeah, if somebody get into my Canon safe, it's because they had a lot of time to do it. Yeah, but at some point, I'm gonna get me a. I think I'm gonna get me a third safe. I just haven't done it yet because I'm outgrowing my safes. Oh, Rural King is awesome, man. I drive the Rural King probably about 35 minutes from here. So from where I'm at, getting to Rural King and getting to AIM is about the same distance. WV. I just take the Rural King I go to is in Xenia. It's in Xenia, Ohio. Y'all know where I live. It's the one I go to is in Xenia. And you know, AIM is in Monroe, so they're in opposite directions. But that's my spot when I'm looking for something. Sometimes if you go to Rural King, will have some stuff that like I used to go to Rural King a lot during the whole pandemic thing, and they always had stuff that like you couldn't find anywhere else, ammo and everything. Who riding? What up, yo? Man, what's going on, bro? Rhino safes, I heard them too, but they kind of expensive. A good rule of thumb for a safe: if you need a safe for say 12 guns, but a safe glass safe for 24, take into consideration for yep. So that's what it is. So my big safe that I have, Mr. Bullshit, is like a 72 gun safe. It's huge. Even it being so big, you have to, like you see, you have to take into account for optics and then they're set up for hunting rifles too. It's not really for ARs and stuff like that. Tractor Supply to Winchester. Yeah, I don't know much about Winchester safes. Who, Rod? Ornament Rich. But yeah, right. He bought them Rhino safes. Them Rhino joints is expensive. Yeah, man. Rural King, it was a honey hole for me too. It still is now. When I some Sunday mornings, I get up just to drive over there just to see if they got stuff. I've picked up some stuff from there. When I wanted a 10 millimeter 1911, I went over there, had a nice 10 millimeter Rock Island for a real good price. I got that joint for under $400. And then took it and decked it out, put Wilson Combat stuff on it and everything, changed the grips and all that. That's the one STD was always trying to get me to sell them. I would say I would not buy a safe with the fingerprint scanner. It may seem cool, but I see a lot of them die. Yeah, I don't have anything with a fingerprint scanner on it. Got a Winchester safe from Academy for the low. All right. Yeah, I don't know much about the Winchesters. When I go look at them, they seem sturdy. Because when I go to Cabela's and check them out, they seem sturdy. Safe manufacturers to stop lying about the amount of firearms they can hold. Always 10 short. I agree with you, Osman. Because I'm like, ain't no way. The funny thing is, ain't no way I can get 72 guns in this. Even with because it's got the pistol stuff on the door, and then you can set it up and all type. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm doing that. That safe would be crammed like hell. That's what I got, Terrence. Cold pad safe. For both of those. That's a cold pad right there, and my other one. Yeah, it is false advertising. They should tell you that it fits this type of gun with nothing on it. Right, because they don't count the attachments, right, Philly Slow? That's what they should tell you. Listen, this will fit this many guns if you don't put nothing on it. That's right. And the pistol grip, attachments and pistol grip get in the way. For sure. But not, I thought because I'm gonna change this behind me. I think I want a gun wall, but I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Yeah, I think I want a gun wall. Yep, gotta stack them right to fit them in. I was thinking about Savior makes a nice wall. There's other companies too, but the Savior wall, I just for some reason I liked it. But I would have to, if I wanted to put all the pistols on, I'd have to put pistols on this wall. I'd have to put pistols on that wall. Probably some on that wall too. Yeah, so I was gonna ask you what the funny thing is, Sean. I think I meant to leave you a comment and ask you what gun wall that was. I do that. I'm like, what gun wall y'all got? Send me a link. I use metal pegboard from a company called Wall Control. For the price, it's nice. And it's not. And it's got a text. Really? Hold on. What's it called? Wall Control. PayPal, man. Because I'm gonna change the background here a little bit. I'm not getting rid of my New York though. I got to figure out how I'm gonna do it though. Wall Control. All right. Because that's what Billy did. Billy used the pegboard. He used pegboard and did his. You can even get custom print on it, like you knew. Really? Oh, okay. I'm glad you told me that. I'm glad you told me that. I wonder how customized they could get because I want to get because my plan always was to. I put the big New York back there because my sister-in-law gave me that when I moved here, so I put that up on the wall. But I want to get New York, and I want to get one that says Hollis Avenue. I want to get one that says Farmers Boulevard. I want Linden. These are places where I'm from. I want Murdoch. I want all four of those, and then I want it to look like almost like street signs. Which link? I didn't see a link. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping it in New York for sure. Pull out rifle racks. Yeah, $200,000, man. So the safe that I would like to have. Did y'all see the safe that what is his name? The gun collector or whatever his name is. That dude, he got the John Wick safe. Oh man, you can sit down in that safe. He got a couch in it. Oh really? What's the name of the company? WV. I'm from Queens, man. I went to high school in Flushing. It strips links. Yeah, it might strip the link out. But I'll look it up. Wall Control. I'll look it up. What's the name of your man's company? I'll check him out too. There's a guy who's from he doesn't have a company. He just works out of his house and deals with Nassau County ESU. I mean, okay, I throw some business his way. Cause there's a guy who lives in Jamaica, Queens. He's got a company there, and he makes like these tactical like for training like these walls. I forget the name of the company, but I didn't know he lived there. I'm gonna buy something from him too, even if I never use it. I just want to support. He from Queens, I'm from Queens, so yeah, that's Queens. Queens is home, man. New York is home. Got me some research to look into tonight. I ain't going to bed no time soon. Yeah, the collector got some type of different money, gun guy. I'd like to know what the hell he's into. Honestly, just out of curiosity, I like to know what he's into. I knew he had a lot of money. He has a rail gun. He has a literal rail gun that shoots these little whatever things that can kill you. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, this guy got different money. hardware to install. All right. Yeah, because I'm gonna change this around this year. WV. But I gotta keep my New York though. I ain't getting rid of that. Yeah, I rep the Q to the casket, man. I'm a New Yorker forever. He's an imposter slash expert. Oh, really? He's an importer. Oh, I didn't know that. What type of importing and exporting does he do, Mr. Bullshitter? That's right, that train smoke money. I seen the range in his house. I knew he had different money. Well, you want to know something? That was impressive to me, but when Cardi B and Offset, they bought a house in Georgia, the house that they bought in Georgia had a range in it. I remember them showing it. So I thought that was cool. You can do that. But I get it now, Mr. Bullshit. I get it now. And so when I saw he had a range in his house, I was like, all right, that's cool. And he had money. But when I saw that he had a rail gun, I was like, yeah, he got different money. And then that safe that he bought, that John Wick safe, that safe is 6 figures. He said it. So you can just decide you're gonna spend 6 figures on a safe. And not to mention all the other stuff that he has. Yeah, that his money is longer than train smoke. That's crazy. He's the importer exporter. What's his name? Art Vanderlei? Mr. Bullshitter? That's right. He can shoot 50 BMG on it too. That's right. So that's Art Vanderlei. His wife collection is more. He talked. I've heard him talk about it. I've never seen his wife collection, but I've heard him talk about it. I've never seen it. Every once in a while, he'll come across my feed, and I'll pay attention just to see what he has. But his collection is ridiculous. My wife was watching it with me. She was like, "That's what you're trying to have?" I was like, "I said we ain't got money like that. And if we had money like that, I'd already have that. I'd have a separate house somewhere just to have it, just to have that like that." I seen a guy turn a closet into a gun safe, and it was pretty cool. So I think what's his name? I don't know if y'all follow him or you're watching, but Yankee Marshall, he did that. Yankee Marshall took a room and turned it into a gun safe. He put a safe door on and everything. He did that. Dude's got so much money, gonna end up buying things to the point where there's nothing left to buy. Yeah. A lot of historical stuff that he shows is what. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is overwhelming. I mean, with the stuff that I got, BTG, I think is overwhelming. I know he got to be overwhelmed. That's what I said. I'd love to take a room and turn it into like a safe or something like that. It would be great. Put a safe door up and all that. It would be cool. That's a different type of bag. Who knows? You never know what can happen. Yeah, but he does have a lot of stuff, man. He has a lot of stuff. What I gotta do this year though, BTG, I gotta pick something and decide what I'm gonna do to it. Because I'm gonna tell you, I have 3 guns that I've had something done to. And when I say something done to, like they were Cerakoted. That was it. Other than that, I haven't really modified anything. I gotta get something done like y'all guys do. I gotta pick something. Once you get enough, it almost has to be a room or your room. Yeah. And I want another big safe. But if I get another big safe, where I have to put it, because I won't bring it up here. The small safe I'll bring it up to, but the big safe I won't bring on the second floor. I'll leave it on the first floor. And where I have to put it, that would just be an argument. I mean, it would really be an argument. Trent has my Rock Island. That's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about sending him my 10mm BTG. Have him work on that. My double stack 10mm. But I know you can't really do anything to the grip. That's the thing. Yeah, Terrence, that's right. It'd be an argument, bro. Because it was an argument when I got this little safe. And when I got the big safe, it was kind of an argument. But my wife saw I was running out of space. And she saw I wasn't going to stop. So, and it was a place for it. But I'd have to rearrange some things to put it where I know it needs to go. And that would just be a big argument. You're limited on the grips. Right. That's the thing with that, BTG. You're really limited with the grip. Because I thought about having them do something with that. Either that or have them do something with the Prodigy, maybe. Or maybe one of the Mac 9s. I don't know. I got that Brat, too, that I don't like. I can have them do something with that. Lady. That's right. I always account for it, Terrence. I do. My entire bedroom is full of safes. The wife hates. I mean, that's the thing. I could buy me another small safe and put it in the closet where I had it, because I had it in the closet and I moved it in here. I could do that because, the closet, the closet is super big. So she got her side and I got my side. I can do whatever I want to do to it, but I want to get another big safe. I can buy whatever I want as long as I bring her scratch off tickets home with me. Hey, that. Yeah, because I want to. I need another safe. Because honestly, I want to start buying more long guns. Is what I want to do. That's why I say the whole YouTube thing have you buying a ton of pistols, man. I don't need all these pistols. This is just what you see here. What the hell am I gonna do with it? I got shit I ain't shot in 2 years. I mean, I actually had to sit down and think about it. I sat and I thought about it, and I was like, damn. I said, this could be getting out of hand. It's because it's to the point where I don't know what I got. Nobody knows everything that I have, and that's why I decided I had to do inventory so I can know everything that I have. And when I started going through stuff, I was like, damn, I didn't know I had that. And there's some stuff I thought I had, I got rid of to get something else. It's quite a bit back there, man, but that's nothing. Pick the ones you like, turn the other ones into long guns at the guns. Yeah, I could do that. Cause I want to get me some long guns. I know up front, I want me a 22 Magnum Ruger Precision. I'm getting that this year. I could have got it already, I just didn't. I'm getting that. And I'm gonna pair that with a what is it? A Silencer Co. Sparrow. I think that's who makes that. I'm gonna throw that on there. A guy had a setup. I always wanted one. He had a setup at the range. One of the guys that worked there, and I was shooting it. I'm like, man, that's sweet. I want that. I want a 338 Lapua. I want a Ruger Precision. I want that. 338. There's a couple other things that I want to get. Everything secured and safe, even the clothes. Nightstands are safe. Wow. Bed is a safe. Wall has a safe. Mirrors are safe. Dress. Damn, man. Yeah, but it's time to, because I started out a long gun guy. That's why I'm like, that's why I have so many ARs. In my opinion, I have too many ARs. So I want me a couple more AKs. I need me an AK pistol variant. I need me another full-size AK. I want me some more bolt guns. I don't need any more ARs. I don't. But 9 times out of 10, I'm going to get another one. For some reason, back in the day, there's a company called AndroCorp. And AndroCorp had this AR that I liked. And I just never bought it. And right now, those AndroCorp ARs are really inexpensive. I found one the other day when I was out buying my Stingray. They had one. It was a nice color and everything. I think I'm gonna go back and get it. It was like $3.99, and I just want it. And I want a Hot Point AR too, just because. Nah, who Ryan? I ain't gonna never do that. I'm gonna keep all those. It's only 2 mechanics that I've actually gotten rid of. I had 2 whiteouts. Young Gunner wanted one. Billy's boy, he wanted one. So I traded with Billy for something. And then one of my SFXs, Gina wanted one, and I sold one to her because I had 2 of them. So, but I ain't never getting rid of those. That's right. The High Point raid made right here in what is it, Camden, Ohio. I want one of those. I want a full size one, and I want 300 blackout. I want it just because it's made here in Ohio. Not to mention, I have 3 High Points, and all of them seem to work. 10mm joint works. My 10mm carbine works. And the 9mm one, the first one that I bought, because everybody said how bad a High Point was, it works. There's a guy who used to be with Iraq Veteran, an older guy. He passed away now. And he always talked about the High Point. And what he said was, he said basically you should get some 124 NATO ammo, that 9mm NATO ammo. He said run that in there. So I ran 600 rounds of that through that gun before I stopped. I was trying to get to 1,000 before I stopped. And the gun runs fine. I never had a problem out of it. I never had one issue out of that gun. In the opinion on the FN Guardian, the IWI Zion. So I don't know anything about the FN Guardian, but Roblox says the IWI Zion is a badass AR-15. He said design is a good one. And Roblox, he's a real gun guy. He makes good guns and he sells guns and he's a shooter. That Zion, if he told me it was a good gun, I'd take his word for it. I don't know about the FN Guardian though. It's Mansfield? I don't know why I'm thinking it's Camden. You're probably right, WV. We have a AR manufacturing in West Virginia as well. Got some 9mm loads. Okay. What's the name of the manufacturer? I might drop that A. If Drop block that AI, I'd buy it. Yeah, man. And then listen, High Point work. That's why I bought it. I got a buddy. He's my NRA counselor. And when I was starting to learn how to train folks, Wolfpack Omri, he hates High Point. And he talked about High Point so bad that when the Cabela's first opened up, they had them on sale for $99. This was several years ago. I got up off the couch and went around the corner and bought me one. And it run fine. What's that? Wolfpack Omri. Check them out too in West Virginia. What are your range bag essentials? I just got my first range bag, but I'm in upstate New York, so ranges were hard to cover. Man, my range bag essentials. I always keep a toolkit. I'm as I say, I always keep a toolkit. Always keep some sort of oil in there. Always keep a rag. Always. I always keep some ibuprofen. Of course, you gotta have your eyes and your ears, stuff like that. And then I keep other stuff too, because like wrenches and different wrenches and stuff. I keep that in there. I mean, that's pretty much when I think about what's in my range bag now, Bobby. I keep that. I always keep some sort of AR tool in there. Some you can screw together. So if you gotta knock a casing out or something like that. Boy, I'm trying to think. Tools mostly. Yeah, I got a notepad and a pen in there. I got my med kit is separate. I got I keep a Sharpie in there. I got a tourniquet in there too. Thesis has an AR. I will buy that if I can get my hands on it. They make decent stuff. Allen key, I got those in there too. I got a little Allen key set in there. I keep plenty of tools. Got 1632s in there. I got 2032s, 1625s. So now you got me thinking of what's in there. Some of that stuff is like, not really essential. I got a couple packs of D wipes in there too, Dr. T. I use a fat wrench, Mr. Bullshitter. I usually don't keep that with me on the range. If I'm on the indoor range, I usually don't. I'll ask them. They usually have that stuff there. Yeah, gun oil, got that. Keep that in there. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff in that bag. I'd have to go and do a video with all the crap I got in that bag. I got a lot of stuff in that bag. I keep some wire brushes in there. You know, like the look like a toothbrush, but it's made out of wire. I keep those in there. I got picks in there. Now you got me thinking about it. I got plastic picks and metal picks in there. I got extra long Q-tips in there. Uh, what else is in there? Couple Ziploc bags. Yeah, I got some targets too. I take the big targets and I fold them up and stick them in there along with my shooting C targets in the back pocket. Yeah, of course, ear prone glasses. What up, AB? Have you had a chance to try the T6 PX9? Fats. I love the T6 PX9. I got the T6 PX9, the second gen. That's what I got started with those, and I got the PX9 Duty, the ported one. I think they make good guns, man. It's a Turkish gun, and I think the Turks got some sort of trigger voodoo that they do. I like T6 stuff. You know, I don't shoot my ARs that much, Mr. Bullshitter. I don't shoot them a lot. I'm telling you, with the YouTube thing, man, I shoot my pistols the most. I got guns that I literally neglect. My first AR that I ever bought was a company Core 15 out of Florida. I bought it a long time ago. It's not the way it started out one way. I changed the barrel, everything to it. I turned it into it came with a 16-inch barrel. I put an 18-inch fluted barrel on it. It came with had like a 1 in 9 twist barrel. I put a 1 in 7 twist barrel on it. I changed the whole thing out. And I can't tell you the last time I shot that gun. That's my first AR I ever bought, and it's in the safe next to some other ARs I bought that I don't shoot a lot. That's why I said eventually it just becomes a lot. Now, I don't have any regular gloves targets, but I do have like it's not an oven mitt, but it's a glove for grabbing hot stuff, for taking off the suppressor. Because I only have covers on one of my suppressors. Everything else I don't have a cover on it. Yeah, rangeback. I'm actually getting ready to get another rangeback because I got a brown small Savior rangeback up there that I got for Budget Gun Guy, and I have its big brother, but now I need its big brother's big brother because I need more space. Because I had stopped taking when I used to go to when I first started shooting, I would go to the range. I'd go to the range. I would take a bunch of guns all the time. I'd have like 6, 7, 8 guns with me all the time when I would go. That's what I would do. And after a while, I stopped doing that. When I go to the range now, I'll have 2 pistols. Always my pistol on my hip, but 2 pistols in the bag. And if I bring a PCC or if I decide I'm gonna bring a rifle or something like that. But other than that, I don't like I used to do. I don't take a bunch of guns like that to the range anymore. When I go to the range now, it's usually for a purpose. I used to go to the range before just for the hell of it. Now it's generally for a purpose. That's just changed. The whole content thing changed that. That's what I'm saying. I record a lot of stuff, and then some stuff I don't record on purpose. Some stuff is just for me. It's not for y'all. Y'all my family. I love y'all, but some stuff is just for me. It's not for y'all. And I do that on purpose. Yeah, but I could do content for days on this crap, man. It's just trying to do it. That's all. It takes time. But now I finally got my whole intro back together and everything. That's why I'm like, yeah, I'm saying I have something I have to do. That's right, Dr. T. Some of the best moments aren't shared. I had some stuff going with some guns that would be great content, but I wasn't thinking about recording nothing. I'm standing there banging on stuff, trying to. I mean, and after a while, I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. I said I should have been recording this, and I was like, nah, I ain't worried about that. 14, I think, Fats. I think I got 14 now. Yeah, it might be 15 because I just got one the other day. So it might be 15 now. 7 Mac 11s, 830. That's right. Yeah, and sometimes and I do that. Sometimes just go to have fun. Yes, I do. I have a Rival S model. I got the black one. I was gonna get the stainless one. The first time I saw the stainless one was at SHOT Show 2. And when I actually saw that gun, it looked better on camera than in person. Actually, it looks cool, but I didn't like it. The black one looked better. I took it and I put cherry cola furniture on it and everything. I like it. I like it better than the stainless one. Wash Tech on. I don't know who that is, man. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I just bought some additional Canik furniture. Yeah, Big T, I own one Glock, man. I'm about to have another one when I get me a Gen 6. I sold my TP9SF a while ago. Would you say that the Matei one is the same gun with an optic cut? Well, here's the funny thing. They make a TP9SF that's optics cut. So what I did was I took two guns and put it together to make it what I wanted. Because I wanted to have an optics cut gun and I wanted to have a larger frame. But most of the Caniks, I ain't going to even front. They changed the look of it a little bit, but a lot of them are interchangeable. They're the same. That was one of the reasons why I like them. That was one of the reasons I like them. I like the SFs. I like the SFT. Now, there is one SFT that I didn't get back in the day that I wish I had got. Because the original SFT, when you see these SFTs now, that's not it. The original SFT came with suppressor height sights. It came with a threaded barrel. It came with 3 magazines. That was the original one. And I never got it, man. I'm mad I didn't get it. And by the time I decided I was going to get it, I don't think Canik makes it anymore. And I found one in like Idaho somewhere at some place. And by the time I got to the guy like, man, we just sold that yesterday. I was going to buy that. I need that, and I want a TP940 because there is a TP940, but for some reason they stopped selling them here in the States. They make calls for Caniks. All right, I looked them up. People that make the Master Blaster comp. Oh, that big 45 blast thing that I don't like. Yeah, Mr. Bullshit. I'm trying to find it, man. Yep, I'm trying to find me one. I'm driving one day, and Big Dre calls me, right? He sends me a text message first, and it's a picture of a TP940. A guy came into the store and had one. Man, let me tell you something. I got off the road, went into a parking lot, and immediately like, yo, Big Dre, man, listen. I said, where's that at? I was going to buy it right there on the spot. He's like, oh, nah, big homie. He said, I just wanted to show you. He's not selling it. I was mad at it. A guy actually came to the store with one. Yeah, I don't like them big ass comps, targets. But if I can find me, if I ever walk up on a TP940, I'm gonna get one. I want to have it, and I don't even like 40 cals. That's not my thing. I might come across one day. I don't know. Canik need to stop playing. I don't know why they won't just make one and bring it out here in the States. They should do a 40, do a 10 millimeter, do a PCC, do something. That's something I've been preaching the Canik gospel since what, 2014, something crazy. I always liked them because of what came with the gun. Your first time gun owner, what comes with the gun, and then the fact that they listened. People didn't like the fact that they had the decockers on them. They changed it. They put it on one side and they got rid of it. They kept listening to people. Now it's sort of like make something new. That's why I was excited to get the Prime. When they first did the SFX, I was excited to get that. Then they just did a bunch of different variants of that. So let's do instead of an SFX, let's do an SF. Let's just make it shorter. Then they did the elites. When they did those, I wanted to have those. They did the elite, they did the combat, and they did the executive. At some point, I'll get an executive. But the only difference between the combat and the executive is the thread pitch on the threads on the barrel. That's the only difference. Other than that, everything else was the same. Appreciate that, Terrence. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm still trying to find me a Canik Shark. Because when I got into them, by the time I got into the Caniks, the Sharks, they had stopped really making those. Do you have to sneak guns in the house like me? My wife, you on my ass. No, I don't have to. My wife never asked me about my guns. She just knows I have a lot of them. And I think if we couldn't pay the bills and all that other stuff, I think she might ask me, but that's never gonna happen. She never asked me about my guns. Nobody knows how many guns I have except me. And then sometimes I don't know. That's the truth. Yeah, Target, shots are gonna be overwhelming, bro. It's gonna be overwhelming. It's gonna be overwhelming. You got both what, Mr. Bullshitter? I missed something. Yeah, but if Canik, because there's some other like the Canik that I saw that I didn't think we could get here. I don't think we can. There is a rugby themed Canik. If I ever come across that, I'll get it. I didn't really want it, but I will get it just for if I ever come across it somewhere, I'll buy that if it's not too expensive. And just like they had the whole okay, yeah, I gotta get the executive, Mr. Bullshitter. Canik had the whole the Miami thing. I don't know why they did that. It was supposed to be a Canik Red that they never really did. Now they advertise something, just get the furniture and put it on there. I don't know why they did that. That zombie Canik or whatever it was, I didn't want that one. I didn't get it. The one that looks like blue jeans, I didn't want that one. I didn't get it. It was just SFX with a different color. They were starting to, I was like, come on, do something different. That's why I was glad when they did the Prime. Now they need to do something else. Need to come out with an all metal Prime. That's what they need to do. We need to come out with an all metal TTI joint, Terran Tactical joint. I didn't get that one because I was disappointed. I shot the gun. I was terribly underwhelmed. But now I want to smoke just because of the color. So I'm gonna add some more Caniks. I can't say I'm not gonna get any more Caniks. I will. I'm a Canik guy. If I'm a fanboy of anything, I'm a Canik fanboy. Going to get me a Prime and the smoke keep cold. Yeah, that smoke look good, man. And I don't think they're gonna do a Canik 2011, Terry. Come on. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do a Canik 2011. Yep, I don't think they will. I mean, the smoke is a good looking gun. And the funny thing is, they got them here. I had said to myself, if I walk in the store and they have them, I'm gonna get one. But I didn't even get it. I got the Pro because I didn't have a Pro. I got the Pro, the Stingray version or whatever it is. It's a nice color. The gun looked nice, but I don't like the barrel in the gun. I don't like the barrel. Canik is the first time Canik pissed me off. Yeah, they should have done the smoking metal. But I think the problem is BTG is that I don't think they wanted to shit on the Rival S. I think that's why they didn't put it in metal. I think they didn't want to shit on it. Yeah, kind of fast. Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, in my opinion, all of them are just upgraded SFXs. That's all they are. The Rival is an upgraded SFX. They just put slide cuts and stuff in there and put windows in. All of those things are built on SFX, and they changed out the trigger. But by far, what up, Electric Games? But by far, Canik's best pistol that they make is a Rival S. That's the best pistol they make. Because the Rival S shoots better than that TTI joint. Hands down, shoots better. And if I put some holes in that joint, it'll shoot even better. And I just haven't decided to put holes in it yet. If I do, I'm going to have Pedro do. I'm going to have Pedro put 10 ports in that joint. I'm going to do a Deca port. It was hard to find for a long time. But their best pistol they make, their flagship pistol is that the Canik, the Rival S, the steel joint. And I've shot all of the models. That's the best one they make. And I like the Prime too, Armsman. I think the Prime is good. I like it because it was new. It was different to their line. It was the first gun that they made here in the States. I think it's a good gun. I wish they had made the ports a little bit bigger. But that's why I said anybody who hasn't shot the this is my opinion, you haven't shot the T6, the PX9 Duty, the ported joint, go shoot that. I shot that right next to the Prime. And the Prime has a better trigger overall. Even the T6, the Gen 2 Duty, it has a better trigger on it than the latest one they put out. I don't know why they changed the trigger. Maybe they had to. I don't know. But the trigger in that one is better than the one in the latest one that they put out. But it's not a bad trigger, but just the other one is better. But in terms of recoil impulse, now that T6, man, it shoots better than the Prime does. And I was expecting the Prime to, even though the Prime has a better trigger, I like it better. I don't want to port mine. Gonna buy an extra barrel to port. That ain't a bad idea, BTG. That's not a bad idea. At some point, I'll get the stainless one. They're always around. The lock grips on mine. The grips are pricey, but man, you can't go wrong. Oh yeah, the lock grips is nice. I could actually get some lock grips if I wanted to, but I went with because they had all the color packs. I just went with the Canik color packs. I wanted to keep it all stock. It's all Canik. Everything on that gun is Canik. I didn't change anything on it. Even the optic is Canik. Yeah, I like lock grip stuff. Because I thought about putting a Freedom Smith trigger in there. Because for me, hands down, Freedom Smith makes the best triggers for Canik. They make the best trigger, in my opinion. You want to upgrade a Canik trigger? Get a Freedom Smith trigger. I have in any of my competition Caniks, I put Freedom Smith triggers in them. Was it I think they both got Fat Daddies. Yeah, I think they both Fat Daddies, just different colors. The brass, how much weight they added. I mean, that ain't a bad thing, though. Canik have something new for Shasso. Really? I wonder what. Armsman, I hope it's just not a new color, man. If it's just a new color, that's gonna piss me off. I want them to have something new. Yep, I want them to have something new. Yeah, because don't just change the color. They love doing that. They love changing the color and acting like it's something else. You do a smoke color Prime, I'm gonna be pissed. They need to come up with a new gun, something different. They were all excited about the Prime because of the first Prime made in America, blah 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 blah. All right, so make something else. Make something good. I'm a little mad at them right now, but still, I still rock with them. I think the problem I'm having, I can fix myself, but we're gonna see. Little mothers and the Dremel should take care of it. I hope so. But the funny thing is, the barrel in that Matei, it looks just like the barrel in the steel frame, and the steel frame runs those rounds. But when I looked at the markings on the barrel, the markings are different, so it's not the same. It's a different barrel. Even though I can put that barrel inside that gun, it'll work. Stop with the color nonsense. Thank you, Holmesman. I agree. Yep, stop with the color nonsense. That's what they do. They put out the same gun, bunch of different SKUs, they're different colors, and you're supposed to go, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that. No, I got the same damn gun right here. Yeah, I'll stop at Canik at some point. I'll stop getting Canics. But I'm gonna break down and get me another Glock for sure. If they do another metal Canik, I'll be with that. Because the funny thing was, I had been buying Canics for so long. When they came out with the steel frame, I didn't want to pay for it because I had been paying for Canics and getting such a great value. I didn't want to pay the $1,000 for it. Eventually, I broke down and got it, but I didn't want to do it. Yeah, Metal Prime would be nice. I get it. Yeah, I'll be a customer. I'll be a customer of theirs. They make good stuff. How are you with shooting the prime at distance? I have a hard time. I ain't trying to shoot the prime at distance, man. If for me, that gun ain't for distance. I haven't even made an attempt at it. And it's cold here too. When it's not cold anymore and I get back outside and I go out and I'm shooting the steel, I may attempt to do it, but for the most part, I just don't. It's not something that I do. I don't think that little short barrel is not 400 yards anyway. And just frustrating myself doesn't make any sense. Yeah, 25 yards, I'll shoot with it. Fine. I used to like to shoot the SFX at 50 yards. I used to like to do that. That was fun. Outside hitting the steel with that. Yeah, I always thought that was fun. What was it, like a 12-inch target silhouette thing? I used to like doing that. But I'm thinking though, they got at my club that I'm a member of, they started a new 22 precision league. I think I might mess around and go check that out. I can go shoot that and just I'm a member. So I've been a member since 2017 now, I think. I gotta get back out and do some steel challenge too. I ain't done none of that. I've been slacking. It don't start again until May though. Anyway, it goes from May to October. Oh yeah, I have one of those already, man. So my first Taurus that I had was a PT-111 Millennium. That was the first Taurus that I bought, and that gun was horrible. It was terrible. All I had was light promise strikes, everything. Didn't matter ammo or anything. That's right. And that's when they started stepping it up. The SFX. They marketed that gun as their race gun. And I hadn't bought Tauruses. I would never buy a Taurus. I stopped buying Tauruses until regular gun guy told me, he's like, man, you gotta try out this TX22. I said, all right. I said, bro, on your word, I'm gonna try it. He was right. That was only the second Taurus that I had ever bought. Because the first one was trash. I wouldn't buy another one. I bought that TX22. So, but since then, I bought some other Tauruses. I think they got it right with the G line. I think they got it right. Do you have the new Canik? I sure do. I wish I could show you, BTG. I wish I could show you. Yeah, the G lines are good. The TX22, I think they did a good job. Matter of fact, hold up. Let me see. Let me see something. There you go. Right there. That's the new one right there. I don't want them knocking me off of that. Even though it's time to go. What's a nice optic? It's nice. The glass in it is good too. I don't get a lot of starburst off of it. Because usually I get a lot because of my stickytism. I get a lot of starburst off of stuff. But for some reason, I don't get a lot of starburst off of that one. That and whatever glass they put in the Ameriglow Haven, which is another red dot that I like. I like the Haven. Also because for some reason that glass there, I don't get that starburst off of that. And if I use a green dot, usually I don't get any starburst off of it. But if it's a red dot, my stickytism usually mess with me. The Darien on DIY 9 is pretty fun. Listen, I've been trying to find one of those. They be sold out everywhere. My man Tick Wayne told me about that. I want one of those. I'm gonna get the Island Barrel one. I saw they had the Island Barrel joint in stock at Classic Firearms. Oh, you don't like the Darius Armsman? I haven't shot one yet. I don't hear bad things about them though. Send me a link, Tick Wayne. It's this time. I'm gonna get something this month. Yeah, word. I haven't tried a 12 gauge yet. I was sent the link though. Ordered the XP Comp, the Fusion Optic. I am gonna order me a Fusion Optic. I just didn't get one yet. I am gonna order one. Ultralight. So you got a little joint. Yeah, I want a Taurus 500. I'm gonna get one of those. I just didn't get it. My thing is, if y'all haven't learned yet, I'm really indecisive sometimes. Sometimes I'm real indecisive. And I gotta jump on something like right away. If I don't jump on it right away, something else catches my attention, and I'm like, I'll forget about it. Yeah, the 500 Smith & Wesson. I want to get that, Mr. Dixon. I want to get that gun. They got a 500. They got a what they got a 460 or whatever. They got one of those. But I want that 500 though. Yeah, Raging Hunter. Those are nice. Yeah, they got a 500, Mr. Dixon. I want a judge and a governor, Destro. It's so much stuff. You gotta. There be so much stuff going on, man. Yeah, I'm funny like that. I look at it like, yeah, I want that. But the Island Barrel, I still want to get that. A 500 Smith & Wesson. Oh, that would be nice, Mr. Dixon. That would be nice. Yep, I want a judge and a governor. There's plenty of stuff. I want a Rossi Circuit Judge. I don't know if you'll know what that is, but I want a Rossi Circuit Judge. And I'm gonna get one too. That's stuff that I just want. I don't want for content. I just want to have it. Stuff that I just like. I could have got back in the day. The Rossi Circuit Judges weren't as expensive as they were now, and I went to go buy one. Thank you, Tick Wayne. And I went to go buy a circuit judge. And right next to it on the wall, they had like this anniversary edition 1022. And I had a 1022 that I got rid of, that I actually sold to this guy. And when I was standing there, they had the circuit judge and they had this 1022. It was all decked. They had the furniture on it, had a threaded barrel. It was nice. So I opted to get that instead of the circuit judge. And when I went back to get the circuit judge, he had already sold it and he didn't have another one. So. Oh, okay. There's a bunch of stuff, man. Bursa makes ARs. I didn't know that until we went to SHOT Show. We had a bunch of Aces, burst of ARs up on the wall. I'm like, damn, I ain't know burst made no ARs. There's a lot of stuff to get. That's why I say I get stuff, and you never see a bunch of content on it. I have a bunch of stuff that I just get just because I want to have. And I have one gun that I really don't like. It's a Derringer. It's really brand new. I literally put 2 rounds through it and realized I didn't like it. It's a 9mm. It's in the box, sitting in the safe. I haven't touched it since I bought it. And I probably bought that gun 3 years ago. It's sitting in the spot. I haven't put my hands on the gun. I've touched the box and moving around, but I didn't like it. X57 from Palmer. I'm interested in that too. Oh, all right, BTG. Oh, you saw my oil shirt talking shit. I had to put it out, man. That's one of my favorite Dave Chappelle skits ever. That's one of my favorites. I'm like saying, oil? Who said oil, bitch? You cooking? It's one of my favorite skits, man. They've been talking about that X57 for a minute. You don't see BTG? Check your make sure you got it set to all, Mr. Dixon. I had that problem with him before too. You gotta set it to all. Yeah, that's right. They got yellow cake. Don't drop that shit. Yep, they got yellow cake. He must have had it to like top comments or something like that. Yeah, it's something stupid that that YouTube does. Gotta change it around. Shit, all right, y'all. It's 11:30. I think I'm gonna go to sleep. Red Rocks. But yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta. Let me see. So I know I'm dropping a video on the 13th for sure. I'm dropping a video on the 13th. I'll do some shorts before then, but I'm not doing a full video to the 13th. Just so y'all know, I'm dropping a video on the 13th. And I'm looking forward to that host, Armsman. That's gonna be. I'm a change. I've been carrying the fact I hosted for so long. I'm gonna start carrying that. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm doing my inventory, Mr. Bullshit. I ain't finished. I got it, man. I started downstairs. I got it. I just ain't finished, man. I'm doing it. Listen, y'all have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate y'all. Y'all the family. Y'all know that. Love y'all. Salute everybody. And I will see y'all probably Wednesday. All right? Take it easy, y'all. Have a great weekend. Appreciate y'all, man. Thanks. Later. I'm out. Peace.